Back to our top story of the day, that caravan of Central American migrants making a grueling marathon march to reach the U.S. southern border. President Trump issuing this very strong tweet at the top of the hour saying, quote, sadly, it looks like Mexico's police and military are unable to stop the caravan heading to the southern border of the United States. Criminals and unknown Middle Easterners are mixed in. I have alerted Border Patrol and military that this is a national emergency, must change laws. Tom Homan is the former acting director of ICE and a Fox News contributor. Tom's first year reaction as we continue to watch this caravan now in numbers greater than 7,000 marching towards the U.S. border.
No, look, it's just very frustrating, doing this job for 34 years because a lot of this could have been prevented. We've said, I've said for over a year that if we didn't fix these loopholes, it would happen. And here it is, And as far as Mexican police not being able, I would say maybe not being able and maybe some unwilling. But when they get to our border, you have, you got Chief Padilla down in Rio Grande Valley with 20,000 Border Patrol agents who are American patriots by the very fact what they do. And they won't step aside and they won't step back. They'll defend this line. He's
declared this now a national emergency to the Border Patrol and the military. In that tweet, could you address that specifically? And the president saying that there are criminals and unknown Middle Easterners mixed in that caravan.
Well, look, we know when you got a large population that come in the United States illegally, there's going to be a certain amount of criminals, and they're going to put themselves in that group. We know for a fact, based on intelligence reports, that these cartels and the smuggling organizations, they'll push a large group of family units in one area to tie the Border Patrol assets up. And while the Border Patrol assets are tied up dealing with these families, they're pushing drugs and other bad people through another part of the border because Border Patrol is totally tied up. And this is what frustrates you, is that the members of Congress, they know what the loopholes are. They can close them. You got these men and women standing on the border, strapping a gun to the hip, defending this nation, and they need help. And you would think members of Congress, whether you're Republican or Democrat, would want to help secure our border. I mean, that's their number one responsibility. Thank God we got a president sitting in the White House who understands this and has the backs of these 20,000 men and women that wants to secure our border. I mean, I cannot believe we're even discussing that this is an issue at this point.
Well, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is accusing the caravan of inciting violence for political reasons. He's issued a statement, a very formal one, saying this: many migrants are attempting to transit these countries and in the process are violating their sovereignty, their laws and their procedures. As President Trump has stated, consistent with U.S. law, the U.S. will not allow illegal immigrants to enter or remain in the U.S. We are concerned that these migrants may be victimized by human smugglers or others who would exploit them. We also are deeply concerned by the violence provoked by some members of the group, as well as the apparent political motivation of some organizers of the caravan. If you could address that.
Look, great question. I'm glad you asked it because this is something nobody wants to talk about, especially Democrats, right? They want to entice people to come to this country offering low bars for asylum. They want to offer sanctuary cities. They support sanctuary cities where they think they can go to a place to be protected from ICE. They don't want to fund ICE for the number of beds they need. They want to abolish ICE. And this entices more people to make this dangerous journey. And these people don't come by themselves. They hire criminal organizations to get to the country. And in my 34 years, I have seen numerous women raped. I've seen children die, making that trip. I was in Phoenix, Arizona, when aliens were held hostage and their smuggling fees doubled and they were tortured and killed. I mean, I was in the back of a tractor trailer with 19 dead aliens, including a 5-year-old little boy that suffocated to death. When you entice people to come to this country, when you have weak immigration laws, that's what happens. These people are at the mercy of criminal organizations who don't care about them at all. They're a commodity. They're there to make money. And this is the other side of the story. This is not just about law enforcement. It's about saving lives. And nobody wants to talk about that, especially Democrats. So when they threw out abolish ICE, and they threw out sanctuary cities, let's protect them and keep them in the United States and protect them from ICE. Now, they want to keep them in the United States illegally, but they don't want to build a wall to keep them out. That sends a message to people to make that journey, and more people are going to be victimized because of it.
Well, we know that some of those involved in this caravan, they say that is what they are fleeing. They can't find work. They're fleeing violence in some cases. The president tweeted this out in one of his most recent tweets this morning. Thomas, every time you see a caravan or people illegally coming or attempting to come into our country illegally, think of and blame the Democrats for not giving us the votes to change our pathetic immigration laws. Remember the midterms. So unfair to those who come in legally. So, Tom, in 2 weeks out now from midterms, how does this all play out?
I'm hoping the American people are paying attention because the president is 100% right on this point. I've been up on the Hill many times. Again, until the Democrats come to the table, you know, a majority Democrats. There's some Democrats who are like, you know, Representative Cuellar from Texas, who supports the Border Patrol greatly. But the vast majority Democrats don't want to fix this system. They don't want to give this president a win on immigration. They don't want to give him a win on the border issue. This is all about putting their political hatred of this president ahead of national security and public safety, and ahead of the safety of these American patriots on the line that wear that uniform. It's disgusting.
Thomas Homan, good to have you on the program this morning. Former director of ICE, obviously something you are extremely passionate about. I know you've called the president a bulldog on this issue. We will continue to watch it. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Thank you.